Hello, spiritual business people. It's another work weekend. It is Monday, May 11th. So let's pull some cards for guidance for your week ahead. Maybe it's some helpful advice. Maybe it's some direction as to where your energy should flow. We'll see what comes up. Today I'm using kind of a different deck. It's the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. So this is an interesting deck because it is tarot, but it presents as oracle. You'll see when we pull some cards. Uh, it's kind of different. So, all right. As always, pick card one, two, or three. Or maybe you want two cards, maybe you want three cards. Up to you. All right. Our first card. What guidance is there for you for the week ahead? And we have, this is one of the interesting cards in the deck, the solar plexus chakra. So I'm just actually going to read from the book on this card and then I'll talk about it. So in the deck, they have all the corresponding tarot cards, but then they also have these chakra cards. And we have the solar plexus. And it says the solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance and movement, or breath work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. So really like cool card for your week ahead, I think, because number one, it's talking about your sense of self-worth and confidence. Um, it's interesting. My sister is doing an online video challenge where she has to just make like a little video or a reel every day for 15 days. And she is not one to be online or putting herself out there publicly. So it's a real challenge for her. And this is like a perfect card for something like that. Let your inner light shine. See what happens. Trust that you have the confidence, the power, the strength to do what you do. Um, and and be aware of that draining energy, right? Where is your vitality being sucked up? Happens to us all. So just some awareness there. All right. If you pick card number two. Power. All right. Number eight. So this correlates with the strength card in the tarot. I love that this interpretation, right? It's not two separate creatures. Like in the tarot, we have the lion and the maiden. In this one, it's all one unit. Um, so kind of like our first card, your inner strength, your inner power. This week, what can you lean into in your business to kind of put yourself ahead of the pack? What makes you different? What divides you, not divides, but what separates you out from the 8 million other people who do the same thing that you do? What is your unique specialty, quality, offering? What is that? Lean into that this week. If that was If you can define that and that was your entire personality, what would it look like? How would you present to your potential clients? What what would you say? What visuals would go along with that? Think about that for this week. And if you pick card number three, oh, I pulled this card earlier. Fertility. This correlates with the Empress, right? So just like the Empress, this can mean literal fertility. More often than not, it's a creative card. It is what can you create this week? What's been brewing? What when you really think about what it is that you love to do, that drives you, that makes you feel passionate, that you could talk about forever and ever and ever, what is that? And how can you bring more of that into the world? I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat things or make it all love and light. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean you're going to be successful. But if you're not passionate, you're not going to be successful, basically, right? Because it will end in misery. So, what brings you joy, and how can you bring a little bit of that into your business this week? When I pulled this card before, I gave the example of I'm doing this mail project where you mail me a letter, a sketch, stickers, a poem, a tarot reading, anything you want that can fit in an envelope. You mail it to me with a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'm taking them all together, and then I'm going to disperse them. And, I'm not getting paid for this. This is not my business, but I'm doing this because it just brings joy to people. I mean, I love opening the mailbox and seeing something there. That's fun. That's not a bill, right? So what can you create this week that brings that light out into being? So there we go, friends. I hope that this resonated with you. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to post them and have a great week.